is heavy friending. I'm friending you so hard. An alliance slowly forming like a boner in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy, heavy friending.
There is an eagle flying. Yeah!
Rain, rain. Here we go.
Good.
It's raining.
That's good. Well, it is.
Rain, rain, rain.
Huh.
Here we go. Here we go with it. Here we go with it. Mm-hmm.
Look out.
Oh,
The car is
lightning.
losing control.
Get out of the pool. You could get electrocuted.
It's slick out there. My jumper.
Why, don't hold that golf club in there.
I love hashtag boot weather.
Oh, hashtag boot weather. Good one. Rain.
Rubber.
Rubbers.
That's what they call boots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, listeners. You just came in on a free flow kind of thing we do before every podcast.
Is that part of the show today?
You never know what's going to be part of the show, really. I don't know
The
when
danger
we're
of
recording.
a microphone.
Yeah.
And talking into it.
Mm-hmm.
This is like our ASMR episode.
A little bit, but I feel like it's a little more NPR.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can trademark that.
Okay, cool.
Even though NPR is a trademark.
Oh, fuck NPR.
Yeah.
Everybody's just always like they're so great. They're so smart. They're not that great.
What's your favorite news source?
I think just Donald Trump's Twitter, where I get all my information. Let's take it back down, though. Let's take it back down here.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too excited.
You got to get on the NPR level.
It's a rainy day here in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Rainy night, you know. Joe looks like
Yeah, what do I look like?
something like, what's the movie with Bill Murray?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mixed with a gnome, a garden gnome, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you know the movie, right?
You guys know that one
listeners?
that he's in. That one he's in.
Like the garden gnome one.
Yeah. No, Joe's wearing a red hat.
They know. They know.
He's got new glasses.
Yeah. Looking fresh. You're looking like, again, an auto mechanic.
I had to wear this today.
You don't have to wear it now.
Well, I didn't want to change.
See? You didn't have to.
Guys,
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Oh, welcome. Come in. Come on in.
Come
Get
on
comfortable.
in.
Get
Have you
comfy.
heard the show? This is your first episode, second episode? How many episodes are you listening
Yeah,
to?
how many you got under your belt there?
Did you click subscribe?
Did you rate it?
Did you notice we release on Wednesdays now?
We
Are you,
release on Wednesdays.
What?
It's just funny.
What?
I don't know.
I just want to know if the true fans, I'm sure the true
Release
fans
day.
noticed because it was like Monday and they started to panic. I
Hump
bet.
day.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm still in that free flow kind of word
this is good.
association place,
Yeah.
you know?
But this show is normally louder.
Yeah. Let's just bring it back up, I guess, because
Well,
it's going to
let's
be really
transition.
Okay.
Because you went a little hot there.
I'm sorry.
You might have
Pardon
blown
me.
the stereo.
Pardon me. My bad.
Okay, just
All right.
just a little.
We just go up.
Little
and
bit.
then we go up a little more.
I was
And
almost going to
we're getting
suggest
closer.
to you
Okay.
today that we're back.
Nailed it.
I was going to suggest we build a fort.
Oh my God. Why didn't you?
But I thought I
Get
would
in
be
it.
very uncomfortable, like being that close to you.
Well, that sounds like a good idea for a future episode, though, for sure.
I don't know,
Fort. Yeah. I'd love that.
guys. If you want it,
If you want
tweet
it,
at
you
us
got
hashtag fort heavy forting. Ooh. Okay. Now I'm feeling good.
Okay, cool.
Guys, this is a friendship based podcast.
It is. That's our foundation. That is the meaning of everything we do and kind of the meaning of our lives at this point since we met. Everything that we do off and on the podcast is kind of about each other and just becoming closer friends. So
I think this podcast is almost probably the only reality podcast.
you know what?
Because most of the time you can't do a reality show podcast. But for most of our early friendship, our entire friendship was recorded.
Yeah, and it's still being recorded.
And it's still, I mean,
And it's still growing.
We
It's
do
still
more
growing.
off mic now.
Yeah.
So we would need to expand, we would need to record more of our lives.
More, yeah.
We'd need to release more episodes.
Well, we're going to, after the podcast is done taping today, guys, we don't just disappear. We're still people when
Right.
we're off the microphone, and we have things that we have to do.
Okay.
And when we're done, we're going to go into the garage.
And
we're
it's
going to
exactly
shoot.
what it sounds like. She's wearing a mechanic's outfit.
We're going to work on a car. We've
She's
been
gonna change
we've been
my oil.
restoring an old
Oldsmobile.
Challenger.
Oh, a Challenger.
Dodge Challenger for a while now.
I have a
And
Stingray
so,
too. That
Yeah,
we'll do next.
we're a Stingray we have in the pipeline.
Now, what is a Stingray? Is that a?
I don't know anything about cars.
Okay.
I don't think you do either.
Well, that's the
So-
fun of it. Is I've
Yeah,
actually
we don't know. We
I've
just go out there, we
changed-
get a little wrench, and we just kind of we twist on stuff and just see what happens.
Well,
and,
the tink tonks, the sounds you hear,
Oh, it's
they're very
fun.
satisfying.
Yeah,
The twisty wrench that goes.
Oh, I love that thing.
Yeah.
Allen wrench is what that's called, buddy.
I had a good friend named
Oh.
Alan Wrench, and he
Horrible
got very
parents.
ill. He got very ill.
Is there a joke coming out of that?
He's no longer with us.
Okay.
There's no guy. That was a joke.
But yeah, but I thought there was like some kind of a wrench pun coming. Like he
No,
got all
no, the
twisted
joke-
up.
I guess
or
the punchline
he
is-
was wound too tight, or I don't know, something.
No. The joke is that he's deceased.
Oh, okay. That's funny. That's really funny. You're
It's
funny
a little
today.
dark, but
You're really funny
it's sort
today.
of rainy humor.
Yeah, it is. That's
it's, like,
great.
dark and
I
dreary.
really like it. But anyway, we're going to go out in the garage and we're going to shoot part of a music video.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny is the first part we shot a long time ago, kind of at this point.
That's funny.
Since have lost 20 pounds, so I don't know.
did, and I'm not on camera, so it's weird that I'm so thin now.
We'll see how the continuity is or whatever, but who fucking cares?
Well, I'm going
it's
to be shooting,
imagination.
because I'm the director of the shoot. I'm going to be shooting mostly from the most flattering angles.
Well, you
Like
didn't
under,
on the
it'll be under your neck.
Yeah. On the last one, when we shot, everything you shot was like right dead on.
Yeah.
You didn't give me any sort of a lift.
Well, and it was bright sunlight.
Yeah. So, real moon facey in a lot of those. Real
Did
wide
that inspire
and big.
your weight
Yeah,
transformation?
that's what it was. I saw the rough cut and I was like, oh, I got to go on a diet.
Yeah, but now you've ruined the first part of the music
Anyway, what I was
video.
going to say is I was thinking I didn't know what we were going to do today.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what we were going to possibly do. And we always come in with a plan.
That's true.
You know?
That's one thing our loyal fans
Well,
know.
you guys know we always plan it out. We're very organized.
Last
and
episode, the title of it
Yeah.
was Joe sticks his ball in.
Six
Which I thought
balls
was
and
interesting.
slices.
You titled that episode. Mm-hmm. And you didn't say balls. You only said ball. Can I just
Did I
ask?
say ball?
Can I? Well,
Is it ball? Because
it's
honestly,
ball.
I typed it so fast,
Okay,
and I
so
wanted
it was
you
a mistake.
Probably because I wanted you to do
Yeah.
the description, and then I forgot to tell you.
No, I
to
just
do
thought it was an
so.
interesting choice that you would say ball.
Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know what I do and why I do it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was going to say we could record. We could record it ourselves out here in the fucking garage.
That's
a little behind the scenes. I don't
hard
know.
enough to shoot a music video.
Do you think it'll be weird if in the music video I'm holding a microphone and talking to the listeners?
Yes, because we'll hear your music track.
Right.
We won't hear the microphone.
Do you think that they'll know? Oh, she must be doing a podcast.
Well, I was thinking we would have a lower third up for the entire music video. that
Okay.
said, there's also a podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Burping.
What's up?
You're burping, and I'm about to sneeze. God almighty.
You got to edit this stuff out.
We're people. You know what? I'm not. This new season. This is episode 2. We are right in there. We're getting going. We're just building up our momentum. And I think this
It's a
year,
slow build. Yeah, it's a slow build. I
It's
heard the
slow.
joke
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
head. Yeah, it's a slow build.
Yeah. No one listens, and we don't even listen
No one
ourselves.
listens. I've seen the numbers.
How are we doing?
We're the number one friendship-based podcast in Austin.
No, you told me a different way to say it.
What did I say?
Number 1 friendship-based podcast in Austin.
Okay.
Like that.
So a little bigger
Okay,
pause.
well, you just...
We'll let a bigger pause.
Okay. I'll edit one in there, I guess. Sure.
That's true. And that's what I feel like, you've gone soft on the editing.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So this season, I don't want to edit anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
we
want
all know.
to. It's too long. It's too much. It's too hard. That's what she said.
Nice one.
Okay. I said that to a lady.
That was really funny and original.
Thank you so much. So was your joke about the dead guy?
Oh,
I loved that. It was great.
I'm still waiting to drop in my off mic joke.
Oh, geez.
You like that one.
I can't remember how to set it up. I guess I probably never will.
I feel like
I was thinking I'd throw you a bone, but
you don't have to set me up because that's why it's a good joke. It's universal.
Well, I do have to set you up, though. There's a certain phrase I have to say to activate it for you.
You know the phrase.
I don't know. Maybe I forgot it.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening and being so loyal to us and being such good fans. We really appreciate it.
It's rainy here, and we're sort of the same as the post office.
We are the same, us, the two of us. We're so similar.
What's the slogan? It doesn't matter, rain or shine.
Is that
We're going to get our envelopes to you.
Okay.
So it's similar.
Very.
Similar in that way.
Yeah, well, we're going to get this podcast out to you every Wednesday. So,
except for a few of them.
Yeah. Because we get busy and we have stuff we have to do.
Yeah.
We don't just exist for the podcast. We are people. You guys need to remember that because we get like fan mail, we get stuff all the time. And it's like you guys, you don't treat us like we're human beings and we're human, and we
should be adored as gods, but
we're
adore human
us.
gods.
Yeah. We make mistakes like everybody else.
We're like Hercules.
We have emotions. What?
Well, Hercules is not a man nor a god. He's somewhere in between.
Yeah, I would say that we're a little bit in betwixt those two places. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're just rainy daying it today. We're just,
Should I bring up
getting comfy.
Beef? Should I bring up beef?
Pardon me?
It's like a simple question.
But in what regard?
Should I bring up beef?
Okay, well, you are, first of all. So that's like a pointless question.
You could have edited this out if you didn't want me to bring up beef.
Sure, go ahead. Bring up beef.
Okay.
You already have.
We haven't addressed this, and a lot of the message boards have been saying, please address the beef.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Conan O'Brien came to Austin. When was this? Like a few months ago?
Sure.
It was before his actually maybe almost a year ago. I don't know. But it was when his podcast was starting, and his podcast is called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Okay.
We have a podcast.
Oh, like I get it.
Called Heavy Friending that
Clearly,
existed. And like we said, it's Austin's number one friendship-based podcast.
In Austin. Yeah.
And he knew that.
Oh, sure he did.
And he didn't have a podcast. He had a show.
He didn't even have anything close to what we have. He didn't even have a friend. Let's
be real.
Even
have a friend.
His own little sidekick doesn't even like him.
It's his assistant.
Basically, like Andy Richter hates him.
Oh, I was saying on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
His sidekick on the podcast is his assistant.
Oh, okay.
And a producer.
Yeah, probably because Andy Richter won't even do it because he hates him.
Like, started his own podcast.
Exactly. He's like, we're not friends. Why would I go on a podcast with you about fucking friends?
And then Conan's like, oh, why don't I rip off this popular idea?
Typical.
And we've never addressed this, but there is a behind the scenes.
Because we don't like to get we when they go low, we go high type thing, and we don't like to involve ourselves like in the pettiness of the podcast world. Because y'all, it is petty.
It's petty.
It is petty mayonnaise in the podcast world. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the drama behind the scenes, the fucking beef between different podcasts. Yeah. I mean, it's legit.
So we when Conan came to Austin, we being, the sort of the podfathers of Austin and mothers,
and everybody knows
father and mother.
Exactly.
The pod couple.
Yeah, pretty much.
Of Austin.
And thank you for saying that. And you know what you did for me when you said it, and I really appreciate it.
So we said, you know what? We'll welcome him into this.
Sure. Yeah.
What can be a tough industry to crack into, the podcast.
Yeah. And listen, you guys, when people come to Austin, when celebrities come to Austin, they know. Like, if you come to Austin, you're going to be on a Heavy Friending show. That's just like we run this town.
You are anybody.
Anybody. you come on this podcast.
Not any. I don't. You said it in a different. I'm saying
Well,
if you're
anybody
any.
can come on.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying. Oh, if you're. Maybe what I mean is if
Okay.
you're somebody, not just anybody, but you have to be.
If you are a person
somebody.
with a way to talk onto a microphone, you come right on, you know?
Well,
yeah. Right? Everybody
I
is
like
somebody
your
to me.
energy about it, but
Yeah.
I feel like we're selective and we get the best.
Sure. But everyone knows. I mean, we've had Jesse Eisenberg. We've had Jason Mantzoukas.
We've saw Natalie Portman while we were on mic.
She looked at me.
Yeah.
She looked at me right in the eye. And it may have been because I was wearing Halloween makeup at the time.
Oh, that's right.
But she did look.
She gave you a black swan stare down.
She did look at me, and it was prolonged for sure. Yeah. So we're no stranger to celebrities. All right. It's just what we do.
It's what we do. And so we being, the bigger people, even though knowing he ripped us off.
Totally.
He just plugged
knows
his
that.
name in.
Yeah.
Anyone could do that. Mm-hmm. So we reach out and we basically, say, hey, we know it was to his whatever PR.
Yeah, sure. He's got a team. He's got a team because he's so big time. How about you be like the rest of us and just handle your fucking business?
Yeah,
okay?
check your DMs.
Yeah,
that's
really
what I do
simple.
every day, and there's not
Never.
really
There's
anything.
like two,
there's not a lot
and
in
it's
there.
from somebody from another country, and they don't speak English very well.
But I know that they
bless y'all though. Love
Thank
y'all.
you.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we reach out.
Southern hospitality. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little thing, a friendly thing you do.
Lone Star, in this Lone Star state, we have room for other stars.
And that's another thing is he doesn't know. He's some big California guy.
He knows. What do you mean he doesn't know?
He's some New York City schmuck. We do things a little different in Texas.
He calls it a flyover state.
That motherfucker.
I'm sure he does.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
He flies. Yeah. He probably flies over it a lot.
He probably does. Yeah, he's probably going coast to coast with all his stuff.
Yeah, and he's
got going
detouring
on.
down to the over the Panhandle at least, maybe.
Yeah,
get the right wind currents.
Oh yeah, because you gotta
ride the currents.
Yeah.
Anyway, we reach out. Mm-hmm. They have the nerve to, it's one thing if you ignore us.
Definitely.
Because then it's like, they could, if we take them to
it
court.
went to spam.
Oh, it went to spam. Oh, we didn't know that podcast existed.
Yeah.
So we reach out. We say, hey, I was trying to be nice. So I kept it cordial. I said, we'd love to have Conan on. We're actually friendship experts at this point because, we have a podcast. It was sort of passive aggressive.
Right. Like we had it first. And so we've been doing it longer.
It was professional.
Right.
It was like per my last email.
Sure.
Etc. Mm-hmm. So we send this, scathing, some would say, email.
If you read between the lines, for sure.
And I hope he did. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's
I don't
why
even know if he can read.
His
you know what I'm saying? Oh, man.
But his response was short.
Curt.
Mm-hmm. He tried to put some frosting on that. Mm-hmm. Frankly, shit cupcake.
I was going to say shit sandwich.
Well,
but
you don't
it goes
put
better.
frosting on that.
You could though.
You could.
I mean, it may be good.
And he said something, and I could pull it up on my phone right now and read it. But it was something like, "Thank you so much. That would be really fun." But Conan won't have any time when he's in Austin.
Conan won't have any time.
He's only there for one night, and he's doing a live show or whatever. And
why would he do a live show instead of coming on our podcast, though? That's the thing, is what I mean. Like, was there even anyone there?
Well, it's like a live show. Okay, that's cool. What's the biggest, venue in Austin, Texas? Tell me.
I don't know.
What's the biggest? He was not at the biggest. He was
probably at the Paramount or something,
I think he was at the
right?
Moody Theater, which is where they shoot ACL.
Yeah. Sure, and they shoot
Austin
a bunch
City
of like
Limits.
really great bands there, and a lot
And
of
it's
like
they have good sound there.
Really,
good
it's really
sound.
nice.
It's a nice venue.
Really
and
love it.
It's one of the bigger venues.
Yeah,
but still,
wasn't the biggest.
Well, but still, if you compare the biggest venue in Austin to, I don't know, the internet, anyone who has internet,
right?
Our audience is way bigger than that, and therefore way more valuable than that.
Right. And if you compare the biggest venue in Austin to my kitchen table.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know how much
more
more goes on at this kitchen table? I mean, we're killing it right here. Fuck the biggest venue in Austin. This is the biggest venue in Austin right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Get outside your minds, guys. Get outside
Get
your
inside
freaking
this table.
Get outside your heads, all right? Think outside the box for once, Conan. You know?
Hollywood. O'Brien.
Typical. It's very typical.
So, and I've only been sort of bringing this up to a lot of people that I meet.
Right. I mean, and that's normal because when you have feelings, when you have emotions, when something means something to you, that's just, you have to get it out.
You have to get it out. So I've been saying it a lot, but I was like, should we bring it to the podcast?
Right.
Because some would be like, well, you actually shouldn't bring that up on the podcast because that's kind of embarrassing.
Who would say that? Like, probably Conan,
that's
right?
embarrassing that he would just turn you down and steal your idea.
I wouldn't say he turned us down as much as like, it was just to say turn down, that's like, he was jealous. Like, so.
That's true.
It wasn't really like he turned us down. It was like he was purposely snubbing us to hurt us type of thing. It wasn't like he was just dismissing us. It was kind of more like, he wanted to retaliate.
Well, and it was like he didn't even have the guts to tell us. He had one of his goon squad.
You can ask Andy Richter. He has no guts. None.
When Andy Richter's a class act.
And for sure. And he is Conan's whipping boy, and I hate to see it.
I wouldn't even
I hate to see it.
I would be too nervous to interview Andy Richter.
Oh, he's a huge star.
Yeah.
Huge.
So anyway, I'm a huge fan of Conan's podcast, actually. It's really good.
I haven't listened and I'm not going to because there's nothing I can get from that I'm not getting right here. So it's like kind of pointless.
Well,
he
gets really good guests.
Yep, exactly. But
and it's well
we
done.
Get really
I like
good
the
guests.
format.
We get really good guests. You don't remember a certain guy named Saul Ravencraft?
That's true. He hasn't been on Conan's yet.
An actual psychic came on. Okay, an actual psychic. Does he have actual real psychics? I hear they're hard to come by.
I know.
I hear they're not a dime a dozen like your little celebrities from Hollywood that come on Conan. We have real motherfuckers come on here. Okay, this bitch can see ghosts. Okay, can John Hamm see ghosts? Didn't think so.
I don't think he's had John Hamm.
I wouldn't know because I haven't listened. I wouldn't know.
But he's had Michelle Obama, and Hillary Clinton, and.
Do love both those ladies. I'm not going to lie.
Maybe Tom Hanks. I can't.
I don't care for him as much.
But he had Jeff Goldblum. That was fun.
Hang on now. You know how I feel about Jeff Goldblum.
How do you feel about him?
In a lot of ways. All right.
What's going on?
Highly attracted. Highly
interesting.
Wow, Jeff Goldblum. Really? He must have a really good podcast. This Conan. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting.
Yeah.
So okay. I'm glad you brought it up because it's been bugging us, and
I think about it every time I listen to his podcast, which again is a really good. It's a really good.
Podcast. That's one thing I hate is like when you work in this industry.
What in the podcasting? Or just
and I should say entertainment. Yeah, showbiz, the biz, as we call it. When you work in this industry, you will sometimes come across and encounter people whom you respect or you enjoy their work. You may interact with them. You may, and they may be someone you come to know well.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it can sour the work that you enjoyed before. There's artists whom I used to, really like. And then I worked with them and then now I can't really listen to their music because I don't like them anymore type of thing. So like, it is interesting. They say don't meet your heroes. And not that these people were my heroes, but like working with them's even worse. Okay. Yeah. You thought meeting them was bad. Well, wait till you got to fucking listen to their bullshit.
Well, don't meet because you're saying, maybe it's not full hero level, but
definitely not hero level.
Don't meet people you like.
Don't meet people you casually see things that they do here and there and on the internet.
Don't meet people that maybe do the same job as you. And that's like whatever your job is.
And that's competition. It's also kind of like a doppelganger thing because if you meet them, one of you will die. And so you have to be very careful.
One of you will die or one of you might switch places with the other one and get your two parents
Well,
You're like
definitely.
divorced parents to get back together.
And definitely don't say anything in unison.
Or, yeah.
Because if you do, you could switch bodies. And so, I mean, rule of thumb, just kind of stay away from people
yeah.
in general.
Don't meet new people, I think.
Just don't meet people.
It's easier.
Because it's awful. I was in yoga today.
Oh, okay.
And I was, I had a hectic day, had a lot going on in my mind. I was trying to quiet my mind.
Oh, but that little pitter patter of the rain must have been so soothing.
It was wonderful. And then there was some bitch behind me with a fucking stuffy nose.
Oh, so that was sort of like white noise.
Doing that.
White noise.
We're laying there, trying to meditate. Who would do something like that?
Did you turn around?
People are fucked. People are fucked. I was at Nordstrom Rack.
Oh,
First
plug.
of all,
Free plug.
Don't go
Nordstrom
there.
Rack.
Don't
What?
go there if you don't want to be
plug.
highly annoyed. That's just it's a chaotic place. All right.
You went today and it was like
no, I didn't
chaotic?
go today. I went over the weekend.
Oh, well, don't go to stores on the weekend. That's another rule. Don't go to stores on the weekend.
I shouldn't have done it, but it was the only time I had. So I go in and there's a long line to go into the changing room, right?
Of course there is.
So
the
everyone's
Rack on
waiting.
A Saturday.
Exactly. It was wild in there. So, we're waiting in line and a woman comes out of the room.
No.
Huge line. Woman
What?
comes out and the lady says, oh, because you're supposed to leave your door open for the next person to go in. She goes, oh, did you leave your door closed? And she's like, oh, yeah, I'm still using it. I'm just going to go grab some other stuff.
Oh.
What kind of a person with a line of 15 fucking people would walk out of a stall to go shop around while everyone stands there and waits when there's no fucking rooms? You must be the lowest fucking cockroach of a human being to do some shit like that.
Well, you know what kind of person would do that?
Conan O'Brien.
He would go into the women's fitting room.
Oh, he would.
And he would cut the
he'd
line.
Be like, how does my ass look? He'd be prancing around in there.
Well, he famously says he has no ass, so
With
he
a
probably
whole-
wouldn't say that.
Not just a head above the top of the door, but shoulders too. Like a big ape. Oh. Like a giraffe head sticking out.
I don't like to get personal about the way people look.
Okay, well, I do.
Do you live in
And
a
you know
glass
that.
house?
I'm very fragile, if that's what you mean.
Because you shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What were you going to say about Conan?
I was going to say, I wasn't bringing up Conan.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say
it?
what kind of person. Oh, it's not worth going back to, but I was going to say the kind of person who doesn't want to wait in a long line again. It's a practical answer. It's not. Conan was funnier.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy to me. There's just people like that in the world.
Yeah.
And I can't wrap my head around it because honestly, as much as I portray this, oh, I'm a selfish bitch who don't care about anybody but myself, blah, blah, blah. I'm not like that.
So
I am constantly worried about other people.
How did other people react?
Well, I'll tell you how I reacted. I just about twisted my head around like the Exorcist. I was like, what, bitch? Are you fucking crazy? I mean, I twisted my head right around. Now, it just so happened a door opened and it was my turn to go in.
So
and
said,
I wasn't.
Good luck, everybody.
Well, I wasn't going to leave. I'm trying to keep it moving.
Yeah.
But I saw when the girl said that, I saw the lady. Now, the lady that was in charge of the fitting rooms that worked there.
She's got to keep
order. She was
order.
in no kind of mood for any bullshit.
Good.
So I saw when that woman said that to her, I saw a look in her eye and I thought, that lady's got it handled. Because she was about to say, bitch, you need to get your shit out of that fucking stall and you need to move. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all aren't the only people. You listen to me. If you are listening to my voice right now, please listen and listen good.
That's a lot of listen. You said listen 6 times in 30 seconds.
Well, they need to. And you know why you have to say it so many times? Because they don't.
Well, the more you hear something, the more you follow
exactly,
it.
Exactly.
That's just science.
So y'all need to listen to me right now. Listen.
Guys, let me say it in a man's voice.
Well, sometimes that's what it takes because it's a man's motherfucking
I didn't want to have to
world.
say it, but guys, listen up to what she has to say. And I shouldn't have to say it. You should just listen. So listen up.
So, okay, everybody be quiet now.
Now listen.
And listen.
Listen, y'all.
You are not the only motherfucker on this planet.
Wow.
You are not the only person with feelings. You are not the only person with desires.
Preach.
There are other people inhabiting this planet with you, okay? There's other cars on the road driving next to you.
What?
All right?
Yeah.
There's other people in line to try on a pair of jeans at Nordstrom Rack. You are not the only person on this planet, and everything doesn't revolve around you. And the sooner you learn it, the better. Not just the better for the rest of the world, but the better for you. Okay? Because you're in for a rude awakening. Because if you ever cross paths with me, you're going to learn real quick. I'm not the one.
Wow.
Yep.
And you can stop listening now.
Yep, you guys can kind of tune out.
But can I say something? When you were getting sort of in your mode there,
yeah,
you were, and yes, there are connotations now for me to make this reference, and maybe I shouldn't.
Do it, baby.
But you reminded me,
okay,
of a certain person.
Oh, who?
You reminded me of, I believe her name.
Who? I'm scared.
I believe it's Felicia Rashad. Is that her name?
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Well, it may not be her name.
Okay.
But it's Mrs. Cosby on the Cosby Show.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
She had
Is she an asshole now? Did she side with
she
Bill?
might have. Yeah, I don't know.
He never raped me. One of those things. I love when people.
I don't know.
When
but
people say that, that's another one. That's a perfect example right there. That's a perfect example of what I was just talking about.
Oh.
He never raped me. He never raped me. Guess what, bitch? You're not the only motherfucker on this planet.
Oh, no.
There are other people on this planet who have different experiences than you. Okay? When you close your eyes and go to sleep at night, everyone doesn't disappear and blip out of existence. They're still living their motherfucking lives. True. Maybe, Felicia, you should learn that.
If that's your name, in fact.
And
if you
that's
did
even
say
your name,
something, we don't know what she
name.
said about it. I'm just saying she might have been like,
yeah, well,
he was a gentleman to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he was. You ever heard the expression, you don't shit where you eat?
No.
Well, learn it, because that's the truth. And that's another thing. I'm telling the truth tonight for everyone out there. Y'all need to learn. This rain has got me in some kind of mood. I'm just trying to bring it back to rain, but really just, I'm getting amped up.
I don't think it's the rain.
Getting
I think
amped up on preaching the truth.
Well, and I mean, again, you sound like Mrs. Cosby.
I mean, I've got to tell people.
You're sort of a female Bill Cosby, and I think...
Well, we have some parallels, I would say, just like being funny and likable, having secrets, but just different ones. So I love pudding, for real.
Yeah. Well, pudding's good, and you don't eat it that often, so it's always sort of like
I like to lick the little tinfoil thing. Hey, there's something about it.
I ain't gonna fault you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could do without even the pudding cup and just a bunch of tinfoils with little pudding on.
I ain't gonna fault you.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say I was watching for the first time. I just started watching speaking of people that were like, I started watching the Ted Bundy.
Oh my God. Get out of my head.
Why?
We're so much like him. I was thinking that when you said speaking of people that were like, I was
there were certain things that they said about him. I'm like, I kind of have that maybe a similar, he's the extreme version of every single trait that they talked about. But there were some where I was like,
and you wonder
Ted
why
Bundy ain't wrong.
And you wonder why my sister thought you murdered me.
I do wonder why, because I don't have the other essential. Well, because they're talking about how handsome Ted Bundy is.
Okay, well.
And I'm like, that's what I relate to the most. Go on. No, I was going to say, they talk about how handsome he is, but then you see interviews with him and his eyes are like crazy and darting around. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just because he has like nice hair and a beard?
Exactly. Honestly, even if his eyes weren't crazy, he's not that handsome. I think what they meant to say was he's handsome for a serial killer.
Yeah.
And that's something that people leave out.
And some women like a dangerous, he's definitely a bad boy.
But he doesn't
got
even
bad
look,
boy vibes.
No, but he doesn't look like a bad boy. He looks like a square.
He looks like a
nerd.
college nerd.
Yeah.
So yeah, you wouldn't expect him to be so wild.
Well, he was really wild. He's the ultimate wild man.
I'm not fully done, so don't spoil it. Like, I don't know if he did it or not.
Well,
did any of it?
Well, you're pulling a Felicia Rashad right now.
Well, I'm gonna find out. I assume in the last episode they're gonna maybe reveal it. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Yeah, I know a lot about him. I used to be on like a big serial killer kick, and I would read all about them. It was just very, I don't want to say fast. I mean, it was disgusting to me, and I hate them.
What do you think you have in common with him?
Just like what makes people do shit like that.
I know.
Just
It's
fucking
it's
crazy.
crazy. And I mean,
Just imagine a world where people like that didn't exist. I mean, honestly, if the world consisted of me and you wouldn't have to lock your doors.
No.
You wouldn't have to worry about leaving your wallets. You wouldn't even have to have wallets or have money. We just be like, cool, chill, whatever. If the world was people like us, man, what a place. What a place. But guess what? I know I'm not the only motherfucker on this planet.
Nice.
So you know what? I sleep with a throwing axe between the mattress and the box spring. Y'all heard? And listen, there's other knives and weapons around this apartment in case anybody ever tries anything. Okay? Just know.
all right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But I was asking you, what do you think you have in common with Ted Bundy? In your extensive research.
I was just saying that you had a lot in common with him.
Oh, you learned about him and thought I had a lot in common?
No, I don't have anything in common with the man. He's first of all, he's not that intelligent as much as people say that. He's really not that smart.
Why?
He was like going to night school. Bitch couldn't even go to regular school. Bitch was like going to night school.
He was very smart.
That's the thing that bugs me the most about him. Honest to God, like it agitates, like even beyond serial killing. It's like, bitch, he thinks he's so smart and he's not.
He's fooled everyone.
Yeah, that's the thing that bugs me the most. Like even when he was fully convicted on death row.
Spoiler, he hadn't even gotten there.
All right. Pardon me for spoiling the fate of Ted Bundy for anyone listening and for Joe. But spoiler
Don't keep
alert.
going. I don't want to know. I'm the only one here right now.
Lies.
Oh.
So much.
Well.
Okay. Are we going to keep this gag going?
It's funny to me.
Okay. Anyway,
how about you
just
keep going and I'll just be in the background moaning.
Great.
Okay, so keep talking.
That'll make it really funny. Anyway, he would just every single time. I can't do it. I give up.
That was funny though.
Yeah.
It was worth interrupting you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's what I say is if you're going to interrupt a woman and silence her, do it in a funny way.
Sure. I really appreciate that you did it in a funny way. Thank you so much. Yeah, being interrupted, it's a big part of my life, for sure.
Let's not take a break today because we've been going for a while.
No, we've been going. Let's
Can
keep
we
it
just
going.
do a quick Patreon thing?
Sure.
Just
sure,
while we're going.
Yeah.
We keep it real casual.
Yeah, it would have been more casual if you didn't ask and you just kind of started talking about it. And, but then, just
dang it.
Throwing it out there. Yeah.
Well, you could edit this out.
I could, but I really would love it if we just go straight through. No edits, no cuts, unfiltered, raw.
You guys know about this website called patreon.com?
See, I was going to start it differently.
Oh, go. Yeah,
I was going to go, what you thinking about?
Oh,
like
to
that.
me?
I was just going to say that. That's just how I was going to start it.
Okay, let's do that.
Hey, what you thinking about? Like that.
Who, me?
No, I want you to just send that. Just a note for you. Yeah, that's just a note for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, what you thinking about?
See, the way I said it was more like, hey, what you thinking about?
Yeah,
kind of like a vibe like that.
I didn't like what you did, and I tried to make it better.
Well, I don't like
and
that.
also, better, I guess, is harsh.
And also incorrect, I would say.
More true to my voice as a performer.
What's your voice? It's like, ooh. It's like very that. That's your voice. It's like high, and then it's low, and then it's quiet, and then it's
so expressive. I'm very good at expressing and emoting.
Manic.
That's one of my Bundyisms.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because sometimes he got really mad.
Yeah, he was always mad,
and then he got a little bit cooler about it. Like when they were trying to get his dental, spoiler alert, they went to see about his teeth because there were bite marks on someone. And he was really mad that they tricked him into going to the dentist. And then he was like, all right.
You got me, guys. You got
Check
me.
my
Fair
teeth
out.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, what you thinking about?
Me? I was just thinking about, and spoiler alert, the decapitated heads.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about a website.
Oh, okay. Cool. A little different.
Have you
just
heard
a little
of
different.
Patreon.com?
I have. We happen to have a page.
It's, so you have heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh, great.
I didn't say I hadn't heard of it. See, that's another thing.
I guess I wasn't listening.
Listen to, when you ask a question, and to all y'all listen, when you ask a question,
honestly,
listen to the answer because people are answering you.
Okay. I was thinking about how smooth I transitioned into it. And I felt really good about
See,
it.
that's what a lot of people are doing. When other people are answering their questions, they're thinking about themselves. And the next thing they're going to say, again, you're not the only person on the planet. You're having a conversation with someone else.
It's fine when you
motherfucker.
talk to other people, but don't talk to me.
If you heeded my advice, I wouldn't have to tell you.
Patreon.com is a website you can go to. And if you go to /heavyfriending on the end, then
Well, that's not it. It's not patreon.com/heavyfriending on the end. It's patreon.com/heavyfriending.
Okay.
Full stop.
Now I don't even want to do it.
Well, I mean, you're confusing people. You know how many people are probably typing in
/heavyfriending on the end.
and you said it like one big thing.
They know it's the on the end is where you put the
Guys, it's /heavyfriending full stop. Okay.
Well, no, it's not. Don't say
/heavyfriending
full stop. Just
/heavyfriending
stop.
full stop. And you type that in.
Now they're
going to
type in full stop. So this is what it is, okay? And you'll know it's the end because I'll beep. I'll make a beep sound like an answering machine.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the website. Type it in right now, verbatim. Patreon.com /heavyfriending. Boop.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Yes, you go there, you just pledge a little bit of money, a little moolah, a little cash, a little dough.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was just going to I was thinking about this today. I was thinking we should ask our patrons because they're our most valued fans.
Well,
fans. We like
friends.
Friends. That's fun. It's
Oh
like
my
friends and
God,
fans.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Copyright.
Yeah.
But I was thinking we should ask our patrons, like what if we made merch, like what would they most be interested in? Would it be a little vest?
A vest. That's a hot
Underwear,
hot
like
merch item.
Ellen
vest.
does underwear.
Vests, though. That's a really
Pins,
popular one.
Sunglasses with our faces on
Buttons,
them.
but not pin on buttons, actual buttons that you can sew on and to put in and button things up.
Okay. Yeah. But the point is, I was thinking we should ask
Retainers.
Okay.
Okay. That say heavy for your teeth. That say heavy friending.
Oh, for your teeth.
Yeah. What
Okay.
else for?
Oh no, I was making
Like
fun
retaining.
of you. I was making fun of you.
To retain a wall.
Because you're like retainers. I'm like,
like,
what?
Why don't you
That was funny.
fucking get killed by Ted Bundy? That would make me happy.
I think he's dead, but I don't
If
know
you
because I
think
haven't
he's
gotten to
dead,
the
then
end.
someone here knows what happens at the end.
Someone
and it's all
here-
been a farce this whole time.
I think he's dead, but it's also a lot of old video. So I
He's
just think
not.
he might have been
wouldn't. No,
dead.
he wouldn't just have died of natural causes by now. No.
A lot of people die of natural causes.
Yeah, you're gonna die of natural causes tonight.
I hope. Oh, wait, tonight?
Well, that's what the coroner will say.
Cornel?
Coroner.
Cornel Sanders?
Anyway, patreon.com/heavyfriending. You give a monthly amount. Like, let's move on from it. They
I've
get
already
it.
moved on. I was just saying one of the benefits is that I might ask you at some point what merch you would want.
And also, if you're
That
not
sounds
a
like a
patron, you
benefit.
could just you could just tell us anyway. You know. Okay. But if you are a patron, you do get exclusive content that other people don't get.
Yeah.
I have posted nudes.
How do you spell nudes?
NOODLES.
See, that legally we're safe now.
Yeah.
Because you can't say you post nudes and then
I do. I have.
on our Patreon.
No, but there's probably so many people out there with them. I mean,
Did you used to send nudes?
I've sent so many nudes.
Oh man, I've never.
I know
I've
you
never
haven't.
done it.
I know you haven't. One day though, maybe.
I'm scared.
Never say never.
I'm scared.
Why?
When I'm running for public office,
Okay. Well, let me tell you this. When we get of the age to run for president, which
it's like 4 years from now.
exactly, every person around that age has sent nudes. Nudes are out there of everybody.
Not
unless
me,
you're,
though. Not- I'm
unless
just
you're
tell- I'm
like,
telling you,
unless
not
you're
me.
like 50 or older, you got nudes out there.
I didn't,
okay,
but I don't have.
I
nudes
just put out
there.
a song that's basically a nude. The cover of it, just like it's like my basically
Oh yeah,
my
I've
naked
seen
body.
it. I
yeah.
thought you weren't going to tell people
How did that
it
make
was
you
your
feel?
body. I thought you weren't going to tell people it was your body.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I say things, Joe. I lie. That's something I have in common with Ted Bundy. I'm a liar.
Yeah, he lied.
I'm not a liar. I just say I have different feelings. Like one day I say I'm not going to because I mean it, and then the next day I'm like, whatever.
Well, and then
I fluctuate.
you can't undo it now because it is out there. I think I saw you tweeted it out.
Yeah, sure, whatever. When your body looks that good, though, guys, it's really hard to deny it.
I will say,
right?
it did make me wonder, like, so when you were shooting that, was there like a pink light on you? Mm-hmm. I was curious what my body would look like in, pink light.
I feel like you're saying it like the pink light made me look better, but I just want you to know.
No, I'm just saying.
Let me say this right now. I'm a tall woman, okay? I'm a big woman. I'm a lot of woman. Some would say I'm too much of a woman for some of y'all to handle, okay? But when you're tall and big like this, I think people think you look differently under your clothes than you do.
What do you think they think?
Like maybe they think I'm maybe bigger than I actually am, just because I'm big, like a big person.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all when my clothes come off, it ain't bad. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't hate it. All right.
You put a pink light on.
You put a pink light on my ass. It's gonna look good. Okay.
So
there's
check
evidence
that out.
of that.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Do you have other photos from that shoot you'll put on the Patreon?
I have. Okay, I'll tell you something. For that picture, my face was cut out.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe
is there a shot with your face in it?
Yeah, I cropped it.
Okay.
So there is one that's full length.
Then when you say nudes, that's kind of true.
So yeah, maybe. But listen, y'all have to. I'm not going to let people post after the day.
Yeah.
It's anyone who becomes a patron between this date and that date gets a copy of the thing.
Oh, they get a copy of it?
Yeah, I'm not just going to.
You're going to go to Kinko's and print it?
No, I'm saying I'm going to email a copy, but I'm not going to just. You have to do it within a week of this episode coming out.
What about like a Snapchat? You could Snapchat it to them.
Why would I do that? It disappears.
I know, but you want them to own it?
Well, I would feel bad if they didn't.
I mean,
okay, that's fine. You can provide
I don't know.
me with your Instagram handle and I'll Instagram it to you or something. This is like so many steps, and I don't think anyone cares enough.
Okay.
I mean, it's my naked body. It's not fully naked, A, and B, it's already out there. All you're going to see is my face, essentially. So, like, I don't know if it's really worth it. To prove it's me, I guess. To prove it's me, yeah.
It's kind of nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess. And do you have that pink light? Because I could maybe do a little shoot. Around my apartment.
Man, that would be nice if we both did like a side by side.
What's his body look like in pink light?
Mm-hmm. I could give you a pair of underwear you could wear for it.
I have underwear.
Yeah, but a thong like the one I'm wearing.
I have underwear. I don't have a thong.
Oh man!
But I have small underwear that I bought.
Yeah, I do know. That's sad, but I do. Yeah.
That underwear I will say.
All right.
Having small underwear. Hey,
you ain't gotta tell me, brother.
The nice thing is when you're going on vacation, I'm always like, I start with the smallest underwear and I pack it up because room.
And also, you don't know what you're going to get into. You may need a little sexy something.
See, I think I would rather have
for vacay
big underwear if I'm going to get into
for
sexy
vacay
stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just give me a big old.
You're speaking my language. I like this.
What do you mean?
Sounds fun.
You like big underwear?
Sure.
You know those pants like directors wore in the old days, like in the 40s?
With where it was tight at the bottom. Oh, yeah, like pantaloons.
Pantaloons,
yeah.
I wish my underwear was like that.
I wish they were too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The more it covers,
how did those
the better.
pants stay out there?
Maybe they starched them. Maybe they starched them out like that,
Do you think that could come back?
I hope not, but anything's possible.
It seems better
People were
than
wearing turbans for fashion, like in a couple years ago, for fashion, who weren't Muslim, just wearing turbans.
So you're okay with turbans?
Yeah, man, I'm cool with turbans.
Okay,
I'm real cool with turbans.
For a second, I was like, okay.
All right, it's not that kind of podcast. Okay.
Why?
This is a liberal podcast with two liberal people.
I wouldn't say that.
I know you wouldn't. And you should be careful for running for office for real, because with as many times as you said, build that wall, it's going to be hard for you. Nudes are the least of your concern. That's all I'd say.
If they brought it up, here, be a journalist.
Okay.
And be like, we've unearthed, your old podcast episodes and we heard the things you said. And
Sounds like
I'll
you
respond
just
to
did the journalist. So go ahead and
I'm
respond
saying
to yourself.
You do it, and then
we unearthed your podcast
engage.
episodes and some of the things you did.
No, say like, hi, I'm, say what news source.
Hi, I'm reporting from KVU.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Barlow.
Yes.
You're running for comptroller.
I am. Thank you for
We've recently
coming to my rally.
We've recently uncovered some of your 30-year-old episodes of heavy friending.
Wow.
That makes you about 60 years old.
Oh, 61.
6 years old, sir.
Yeah,
yes.
61.
And your birthday is in
June.
June.
Thank you.
Yes. And we heard numerous times on numerous episodes
It's long.
say,
It's a long question.
if you'd let me get to it, Mr. Barlow.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I have other rallies
I'm about to
go
smack
to.
your ass down.
A lot of comptroller.
You said a lot in numerous episodes and numerous times. Build that wall.
Yes.
Build that wall.
True.
Could you explain that, please? Why? How? When? Where?
Good question. Thanks.
Who?
Okay.
The
Are you done?
ultimate reporter question.
You're good. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's out of context. And if you listen to those chants in context, you'll know that I was just doing it because it's fun to chant. I could have been chanting anything.
You want me to go on? I know you want me to go back and forth with you, but I can't because all I can think about is that I had a friend who told me that he had sex with.
Oh, God. Okay.
all I can think
don't
about.
think you can say that.
Yes, I can. It's true. I had a friend who told me that he hooked up with.
Okay. I feel like now you should censor her name.
God damn.
Because we might go on that station and they might listen to the episodes. So I would say absolutely censor that.
I had a friend who said it all the time, and he swore up and fucking down. And let me say, in defense, we never believed him. We were like, well, fuck you.
You said her name a couple more times there.
I'm gonna leave it in.
I don't know.
I'm gonna leave it in because he was lying.
But then that's almost even more reason to not bring her name into this.
Yeah, but I'm telling the truth. I'm saying what someone said to me.
I'd rather not. I'd really prefer if you censored her name. Or his name.
I'll tell you
Whoever's you said, because you censored it.
It's not his name. I'll tell you who said it, too.
I'm saying.
And then when she hears it, she'll know and be like, oh, shit, I did fuck him.
I don't want any of this.
All right. Okay, I'll take her name out, for Christ's sake.
Good.
All right. Well, that's heavy
But
framing.
if you're a patron.
If you're a patron, we'll tell you which local reporter was fucked by Denny Thomas.
And we'll have Denny explain it.
R.I.P. though.
Oh.
Yeah.
God,
there's a lot.
I hate all of this. Why did you bring any of that up?
I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like you were talking and I was like, oh, Denny
You could have up. Okay, stop. You're having to censor this all the time.
I know, but it's just funny, isn't
Let's
it?
wrap it up. We got a music video to shoot.
We do. We really do.
And it's late.
Yeah,
tired.
It's really late. For sure. All right. Why are you said let's wrap it up and then you didn't start rapping.
You always wrap it up.
I know I do. I'm good at it, right? Wrap it up. That's a chant. You could say wrap it up when they're throwing those tampons at her. Oh no, they're saying plug it up.
What? Who?
The
Shining?
Carrie.
I haven't seen. I don't know.
You haven't seen Carrie?
No.
Oh my God, you should see. That's a great film.
You know what's a good movie?
Really, really
Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, it's great. It's good, but
Love it.
Carrie is amazing. That is a great movie.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll wrap it up. My name is Laura.
Oh, God.
I have things to say and opinions and thoughts, and I appreciate you guys listening to them week after week. I know that I can speak for Joe in that he appreciates it as well. And we thank you so much for tuning in this week. We started with a rainy day thing and ended who knows where. But that's what I like about this show is that
slander. I think we ended with slander.
Sure. And I can make it libel if you want. Just I have to take to Twitter. It'll take me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's a journey.
What is going on?
Thank you guys for being here.
Stop.
And we will see you next week.
Wow.
What are we doing next week? Oh, I know what we're doing.
Oh.
If it gets scheduled.
Yeah, we gotta
something good. Yeah, I'm not gonna promote it because we have a bad habit of that.
Not really.
No, we've done it a lot of times.
No.
Yeah.
No. No. I can do. Daddy sang bass. Mama sang tenor. Daddy sang bass. Mama sang tenor. Right?
Right on.
Daddy sang bass. Daddy sang bass.
Mama sang tenor.